Hi guys and welcome. I've got bass, but I don't like it, man. Like I don't like bass. It makes me feel like I'm very old. Okay, that's the story for today. Okay. Oh, we learned about how the website works. We learned about how the requests are sent to the server. We learned how to intercept the traffic. So today we're going to learn about how to gather information about the target. Well, information gathering. Let's dive deep into it. Let's check it out. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that wallpaper right there. Well, it's a network of people. Like, what is information? What information do you want to gather? We want to gather information like IP addresses, domain name information. Like I said, the DNS server translates the domain name into an IP address. So it's better for us to get the IP address. But the IP address is the one that's going to tell us what the web server is. And maybe we can find the website, maybe we can find the web applications running on the same server, you know. We also want to check the technologies which are being used by the server. We want to know, oh, it's using an SQL database. It's using an Apache server of 20 something or of version something something. And if we get that information, maybe we can search on the internet for the vulnerabilities. Maybe the server is vulnerable to something or what not what. We also want to check other websites on the same server. Like I said, want to say maybe I failed to hack this website, but that same website which I want to hack is on the same website. It's on the same server with another website which is vulnerable. So I can take advantage and pivot to come from the server which I hacked to go to the server which I'm targeting. Maybe that server's got credit card numbers. Maybe it's got some money, some login credentials, or and etc. We also want to check the DNS records and the unlisted files, subdomains, and directories. We want to check maybe the server saying no, you only request these files and this directory, but we say no, we are hackers, man. We don't want to do that. We want to do an extra mile. Want to see what you're hiding from us. Yeah, I want to see that. Why do you want to hide it from us? I want to see that. So we're gonna see the unlisted files and subdomains and directories. So for this, we can use Wiz lookup. So the Wiz lookup, that's the site. We can get information about the owner of the target. Maybe we're gonna get information about the owner. Who is the owner? And how did it come to start? Maybe we can get after that. Maybe we can get some information like, oh, maybe it's Mnashe Mara, that's me, and I love stars. I love stars. So maybe the possibilities of me putting my favorite star as the password, or my girlfriend's name as a password, the high, or the chances of putting something that I like. So I'm gonna know about the domain. Who is this domain? What is he all about? Oh, it's a financial group. Oh, it's a hacking group. Oh, it's a news group. You see, and then we can use the netcraft to show the technologies that are being used, so that we can know that they are using this Apache web server. They are using a Microsoft server, or they are using Red Hat Linux. Maybe they are using MySQL database. Maybe they are using Apache. It depends. So we're gonna learn how what technologies they are using, and we can get comprehensive information about the website using Robtex DNS lookup, so that we can get all that information and other information which is not here. So that's me hacking. That's the technique that I'm gonna be using. Well, man, let me tell you this before we go a little bit deeper. As for me, we're gonna be using the we're gonna be using the virtual machines, and the virtual machines got the same network. So it's simulating that. Oh, it's actually simulating that you got access to the network of the website or the organization. So you want to scan the network and check where is the server that I want to hack. So in the practicals, I'm going to show you how to do that. But I'm not going to go and check for domains and websites. But I don't have the right, and for me to do that, they're gonna punish me and put me into jail. So I'll be using my virtual. So I'm gonna show you how to can look on a network and see everyone on the network, and then you can filter out and say, oh, I want this, and stuff like that. Okay, let's go back to the topic. So we're gonna talk about the sites on the same server. So one server can serve a number of websites, and gaining access to one can help us to gain access to the other server, to the other sites, but they are on the same server, they are on the same network. So to find websites on the same server, we can use robtex DNS lookup under names pointing to same IP. So you're gonna go and click on the names pointing to the same IP. So it's gonna be telling us, oh, all these domain names, they are pointing us to the same IP address, which is the server. Yeah. We can also use bing.com and do what you call Google fool. This is how you fight. No, Google is a very it's a cloud-based It's a cloud-based search engine. So it's got a lot of details, a lot of stuff. So you're gonna filter it by writing IP, and we put all those double dots, and then we put the target IP. We first ping the server, and we check if we ping the server, it's going to resolve the domain name to an IP address. Then you take that IP address and you go to ping.com, you write IP, and then we put the dots, and then we go target. We put the target name, the target IP. So it's gonna show us, oh, you want that IP? That IP is hosting all these names, and we're gonna get what we want. You get it? So let's check. We also want to get details about the subdomains. Like, most people go like facebook.com, but what if they're using betterfacebook.com? Maybe they're using betterfacebook.com because they are testing their systems, or they just made another upgrade of Facebook, so they're testing it to see whether it works efficiently as the other facebook.com. And we can take that to advantage, because the possibilities of it being vulnerable are high. So we can look for subdomains. So we can use knock, a tool called knock, to find subdomains. So we can download it using git clone, like I told you how to download using git clone in the Linux basics. So we can use git clone. Then we navigate to the knock folder, and they are okay. I messed up the command. I'm sorry about that. But we can cd to the knock folder. After changing the directory to the knock folder, then we can run the knock with python knock.py, since it is a Python-based script, and then we put the target, the domain name of the target, and we get the result. So we also want to look at the files which we don't have access to, which we are not permitted to see. Well, most websites, they use what you call a robot.txt. They use a robot file to filter out those files. So maybe you're gonna try this methodology and it doesn't work. I guess the next thing you're gonna do, if it doesn't work, you're gonna put a slash in front of the web of the domain name and put robot.txt or robot, and check whether there is a robot.txt which is filtering out those directory or those file names. So we can use a tool called deb. Derb, meaning directory buster. Yeah. So the deb is a tool, it's a command line tool whereby we put deb and then we put the target or the domain name. Then we put the location of the word list. And after that, we add some options. The options where the filters maybe, or if you don't want to put the options, just leave it like that. As for me, I usually use the common word list. I just put deb and then the target name, then I press N and then it's gonna do the magic. Or maybe you are not a fan of command line, you can use a tool called Buster, which is a graphical user interface for deb. So that's it for today, guys. That's how we gonna get some information about the target, the information about the computer or the server which we want to hack. See you in the next lecture, see you in the next video. Peace and I love you. Please hack the world.